Here we are writing another program. Name of our class is my class 19. Now final int num, final int string. So this is our main function. Inside main function we have int array in which we are storing 10 and 20. Now object is created here. My class 19 m1 is equal to new my class 19 100 and arr. So these are parameters. Now here we are printing m.num. So these are comments. So here we are printing m1.num, that means the object dot num. So num is a method. So num is a method. Inside class my class 19 we are writing integer num, integer temp. Now this dot num is equal to num. So this is setter method. That means using keyword this we can store that number. So whatever we will write inside this, that is 100, here we are writing 100. Now 100 will be stored inside variable num. Now this dot num means whatever we will insert inside num will be stored in variable num. Now this dot str is equal to temp. Str is equal to temp, that means temp will be stored in string. Now let us, so this is output of our program, which is 100. So 100 is printed here. Static and non-static relationship. Can static member function access non-static data? No, static member cannot access non-static data because static member function can be called without creating object. When object is not created, non-static member is not allocated memory. That means static member function can also be called without creating object. When object is not created, non-static member is not allocated memory. That means non-static member is allocated memory only when object is created. But in case of static member, it is allocated memory without object being created. Can non-static member function access static data? Yes, because in order to invoke non-static member function, you need to create object, and by that time static members are already allocated memory. So that means, can non-static member function access static data? So they can access. But to create them you need to invoke object or create object. What are class loaders? Java was designed thinking platform independency in mind. So from loading libraries point of view, it should not rely on the file systems. In short, it is not necessary that you should be able to load libraries which are in only file system, but also from other resources like file transfer protocol and hypertext transfer protocol, etc. So as it is platform independent, it should not be relied on file transfer protocol and HTTP protocol, and loading libraries from loading libraries point of view. In short, it is not necessary that you should be able to load libraries which are in only file system